What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video, finally, I'm going to be doing my unboxing and first look at this, the Retina MacBook Pro. Now, as you guys know, I have been trying to get my hands on one of these bad boys for quite some time, ever since the release, but they have literally been out of stock everywhere and virtually impossible to get hold of unless you were lucky. Now, I actually ordered mine online, but I went with a slight configuration change, so it's taken a while to be delivered. I opted the extra £160 on top of the baseline £1,799 to go for the extra 8 gig of RAM and have a total of 16 gigabytes of RAM. But Apple rang me this morning and said they had a baseline one in stock, so this one is actually for my dad. This is the baseline £1,799 option. So anyway guys, let's get straight into this unboxing. I'm very excited, even though this one's not going to be mine, but still excited to get my hands on it. So let's just have a look at the box. It's actually quite a big box as well, considering the size of this laptop, but there we go. Obviously we've got the picture of the very thin Retina MacBook Pro there on the front. I'll just read the specs here on the back. 2.3 GHz quad core i7, 6 meg L3 cache boosting up to 3.3 GHz, 8 gigabytes of 1600 megahertz DDR3 RAM, 256 gigabytes of flash storage, and then we've got that incredible 2880 by 1800 pixel display. We've got the HD Graphics 4000 along with a NVIDIA 650M with 1 gigabyte of onboard memory, and then we've got the 720p FaceTime camera. So some very impressive specs there. That graphics card you will actually find in a lot of the Alienware M14Xs, so a very decent graphics card in there. A lot of the Alienwares go for the 2 gigabyte model, but there is a £999 model which actually goes with the 1 gigabyte 650M, exactly the same as this one has got. So let's open this up and check out the laptop. Now, I've actually refrained myself from watching any videos on this or even having a look at it in the Apple store, so this is literally for me going to be practically the first time I've really seen it. So there we go, displayed as usual directly on the top. Lift up the tab there and there it is. I've got to say it is very light. Now, I've got the 15-inch MacBook Pro, last year's model, and this already feels quite a bit lighter than that, but then it should do because it doesn't have the customization options in terms of changing memory processors and things like that after you've actually bought it. Everything on this, which is the major downside, is stuck there forever, soldered to the motherboard and probably not going to be upgradable. But anyway, before we have a quick look at that, let's take a look at what we get in the box. Now, a lot of you have seen this already. So inside there, we've got Apple stickers, warranty information, quick start guide, the general kind of thing. Then we've got this new MagSafe 2 power adapter, which I really don't like. I much preferred it when the cable came out the back of the connector rather than coming out of the side of it, like as you can see there. So when you plug that in, the cable actually comes out of the side, whereas the old one used to come, out of the top or the bottom of it, and it just made it a lot easier. The cable ran off where it should do rather than having to loop round. But they've done that obviously because they've had to, and I must say as well, testing it out on the MacBook Air, it's definitely a lot more stable than the old one in terms of it stays in there a lot better, but still preferred the design of the old one. So that's the charging port, and then we get the extension cable as well in there, just to give us a little bit of extra length, along with the English plug socket there. Obviously you'd get the country dependent one depending on where you've bought it from. Now let's actually have a look at this thing. Let's just open this up, and here we go. Now, the main thing I actually loved about this Retina display MacBook Pro when I saw it was obviously the Retina display. The specs, yeah, very nice, but you can still get a MacBook Pro with those specifications, and not really a huge jump on last year, really only USB 3 and the fact it's Ivy Bridge instead of Sandy Bridge. But as you guys know, I absolutely adore screen real estate, and this huge display running at a very high resolution is going to be fantastic for me. Going to be able to have loads of stuff going on at the screen all at one time. So that for me is awesome. Anyway, let's take a closer look around what we've got here. So first of all, on the right hand side there, let's just take a look at that. We have got the USB 3 and 2 port, we've got the HDMI port, and we've also got that SD card port in there as well. And you can see just how thin that is as well. Extremely thin for a laptop with this kind of power. On the other side, we have got the MagSafe connector, 2 Thunderbolt ports, a USB 3 port again, and then we've got the headphone socket as well there. On the back, there's absolutely nothing apart from the fan output, as they always have under this kind of black bar at the bottom. Now on the front, again, absolutely nothing at all. On the top there, obviously got the Apple logo that lights up, and then on the bottom, just nothing at all again. But wow, what a beautiful device. It looks absolutely stunning. We're going to be doing loads of videos on this. We're going to compare it to the MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro of last year. We're going to do gaming, we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff just to see exactly how this performs, and hopefully I'm going to get another Alienware in and do a comparison side by side and see if this can keep up with the top of the range Alienware in terms of gaming, or at least come close to it anyway. But we'll have to wait and see for that one. Let's just open it up. There we go. And it really does look absolutely stunning. I mean, once you've opened it up, it pretty much looks very similar to the rest of the MacBook Pros, but you can tell that there is a difference in terms of definitely weight and also size. It really is a hell of a lot thinner than the previous year's MacBook Pro, and also I believe actually that it's at its widest point on the MacBook Air is the same height as this new Retina display MacBook Pro. But there we go guys, that is it. It does look absolutely spectacular, I've got to say. I know a lot of you are going to think I'm completely sad for being this excited, but this really is going to be the ultimate laptop for me. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and that weight difference for carrying around as well is going to make such a difference. Really looking forward to hearing these speakers as well and testing out the microphone, but we'll cover all of that off in a whole range of videos that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the delay getting this, it really wasn't my fault. I tried as hard as possible to get it as early as possible for you guys. Please do hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.